Third Dimension Production presents You Got Issues. You got issues, what? You got issues, what? You got issues, what? Everybody's got them. You got issues, what? You got issues, what? You got issues, what? Everybody's got them. You got issues, what? You got issues, what? You got issues, what? Everybody's got them. You got issues, what? You got issues, what? You got issues, what? Everybody's got them. You got issues, what? Everybody's got them.
But yeah, I know, but you need some lunch money. And how I going to school today? I can hold her right now, and she on me too. Hold her.
Why you never leave me alone, man? I tell you, you're taking my money. My mommy go round me. I gotta go to the phone. Yes, where's my ears, huh? Take it on the phone. Where's my ears? Somebody help you, huh? Somebody help you. Somebody help you. That's the drill.
Where you just come from? What time I tell you be home?
Mommy, them girls from
Shut up, I don't care. I just come from the school picking up your report card. And the best you can do is a 1.5.
I do my best.
You do your best. If you do your best, I don't know what your voice could be. Huh? I don't know why you couldn't be like one of your sisters there. One is a teacher, the next one is a doctor. I don't know what college can take you. You're too dumb and you're too stupid. Now you need to go in your books and study them books hard. No TV, no radio, no cell phone, no nothing. Children, them always. Jesus, Lord.
I wish I never was born.
Yo, Bahamas, I tell you, You Got Issues is live and direct, and I tell you today, hey, baby, I'm not by myself. As you can see, I'm accompanied, co-hosted with baby Loyal, the SCM Lion. Give your girl a high five, Loyal. What you saying, my boy? I tell you, baby, and the issue today is the issue of self-esteem. Man, Loyal, you look so good. You are all that and a bag of chips, and the chips ain't stale. All your mama, You Got Issues is on the air, baby.
What's wrong with you, girl? You're so dumb and you're so stupid. You're gonna be just like your old no-good pa.
No, you are not dumb or stupid. Listen up, young people. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. When I think about the fact that there are literally trillions of us on this earth, yet all of us are different. Wow. Now, how amazing is that? Not one of us share the same fingerprint. We don't even think or act alike. We are all intricately made. Even when we are in our mother's womb, God's creative power is awesome at work. It literally blows my mind when I think how our body parts, organs, and even our complex brain are formed. We are all created for a reason. Gifts and talents that lines up with our purpose were placed in each one of you. So yes, you have what it takes to fulfill your potential to the fullest. You are very special. You are somebody, and God loves you very much. He deeply cares about you, so much so that he gave you his very best, Jesus Christ. So hold your head up high, Forget about the past and declare that this is a new beginning. Speak life over yourself and your situation, because life and death is in the power of your tongue. Know that you are connected to the one who has all the connections and resources. Yeah, the Most High God. Appreciate and embrace your differences. Know that your Creator loves and cares for you just as you are.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. This is a story about strangers. We're in this world, but not of this world. Come and take this journey. I know you feel so alone. You know the feeling. I hate you because you know Christ Jesus. Even though life is getting harder, Lord, you are my Father. People always call me crazy, but above you there's no other. I'm crying every night, I'm being persecuted. Now I know what it must have been like to be betrayed by Judas. All I know is cream, let me show you what it means. Christ rules everything around me, I'm not ashamed. Hating one another, thinking life is just a game. Little girls have an abortion, are we insane? When Yahweh's on your side, there's no need to wonder. Your friends say you ain't cool, you walk as a loner. Dear God, are you with me?
Oh yes, I'm your Father. Even though they hate you, still love one another.
Dear God, are you with me?
I'm still your Father. Through it all, you still must love your brother.
Lord, you know cream are your number one lovers, and we will never keep it undercover. We are strangers.
We are strangers in this place, and that's what we're going to stay. We are living each and every day, changing the world as we sing. We are strangers in this place, and that's what we're going to stay. We are living each and every day, roving the world with our alien ways, for we are strangers.
Yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are.
We are strangers. Yeah, for we are strangers. Oh, yes, we are. We are strange. Strangers.
Angel, let them know why you're strange.
Yeah. I was once like you, living in sin and thinking that it's cool. Wonder if I got AIDS or a baby soon. Wonder why things weren't going my way. I thought of suicide almost every day. I used to sleep with a lot of girls, smoked weed, and I went to clubs and got drunk until the sun came up. But it did not fulfill my soul. To tell the truth, that crap is getting old. So I looked at my life, then I looked at this guy who was always talking about Christ. He didn't look like me, act like me, he didn't speak the way I speak. So I asked him why he was so more rational. He turned around and said, excuse me, and I said, I can't take this world no more. He said, oh, you don't have to say no more. I used to feel like that before I gave my life to Christ. You gotta change your ways and let Jesus Christ into your life. Become a stranger of this world and be a man of the kingdom of God. And I changed after calling on Jesus' name. Yeah.
This world sees me as a stranger in this matrix, and now I understand. Because I follow Christ, they full of hatred. Sinners mocking me because they see I'm living sanctified. Don't want to comprehend, for them my Jesus Christ, he died. He healed the sick and raised the dead. He mended the broken hearted, but in return they hung him on the cross. He was rewarded. A candlelight in my heart, I'm blazing 7 flames, shining so bright. I'm casting out devils in Jesus' name. We're set apart from the sinner, man. I know we can't believe it. God told me that eternal darkness is
the reason I preach the gospel of Jehovah, so I'm being tested. The one we pray in school, but young children are being molested. Gays are fighting for their rights. A Christmas without Christ, they shot a bullet in my head because I follow Christ. Jesus freed us to speak the truth on us. On the dollar bill, yo, the words are there in God we trust. You wanna get to the Father without following the Son. So when a false prophet voice calls, to him we run. All around me there is danger, man, and now I know you understand. To follow Christ, we are strangers. We are strangers in this place, and that's what we're going to stay. We are living each and every day, changing the world as we sing. We are strangers in this place, and that's what we're going to stay. We are living each and every day, probing the world with our alien ways. But we are strangers. We are strangers. Yeah, for we are strangers. Oh yes, we are strangers.
Continue to do right.
Strangers. Yeah, we are strangers. We are strangers. We are strangers. We are strangers in this place. That's what we are.
That's the right thing.
We are strangers. We are strangers. We are strangers. We are strangers in this place.
Whether you're on the light or on the
That's
darkness,
what we are.
you're going to receive our reward.
That's what we are. Yeah.
Father, we love you.
Oh man, that was tight. Loyal, what did you think about that? That was carrying on it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I tell you now, we're gonna get the word from the streets and get the 411. No, the 242. No, the 411 on self-esteem.
Mr. Colbert, tell me, Mr. Colbert, tell me about self-esteem. You look like you got a lot. You look like you got good self-esteem. Tell me, how important is self-esteem to the life of an individual?
If you don't believe in yourself, you'll never get nowhere in life. That's all it is. If someone thinks something about me, never take it. Never take it to what they think about you. Always think what you think. If you always think what you think, you never go wrong in life. That's all I gotta say. You always should think good about yourself and feel good. That's the only way you can make it. Amen. If I fat, black, and ugly, that's my wife. Don't watch me. Amen.
All right. So if someone does not have a good outlook or feel about themselves, what can they do to help try to feel better about themselves?
Change your friends. Amen. If you ain't got good friends, that's the same way to keep you down too.
Greatly important. Very, very important. It gives you a good attitude every day you come out. You need good self-esteem to start the day right. Thank you.
So you'll be able to accomplish a whole lot more if you feel good about yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
By all means, self-esteem is very important because most people, especially Bahamians, we're proud people. And, when you don't have self-esteem, that means you're down, you're depressed. Negativity draws negativity. And anytime you're negative, everybody around you is going to be negative because you're pulling them down. But when you're strong, you're up boost, then everybody around you is up boost. And we need more of that in this country. What we really need to do is we need to look at everybody. Look at ourselves first. Like Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror. It starts with me. Looking at me. If I come from home and I'm negative, that means I have a negative impact on everybody. If I'm positive, everybody's positive. And in this tourism business, we need everybody to be positive. We need the mothers to tell their children in the morning, I love you. The husbands to tell their wives, I love you. That little word goes a long way. And that makes your day. Some women walk past you, tell her, hey girl, you look good. That's self-esteem. That's a boost because she didn't get it at home. So we men, we need to pull up our socks. We need to do what we got to do. And all Bahamians, like my friend Obama said, talking about here, there. We're talking about the Bahamas now. The entire Bahamas. Not Andros, not Freeport. One nation under the groove. So it's important. Very important.
I think that if you have a low self-esteem, you kind of find yourself falling into a lot of traps, letting people's views and persuasions get to you. And I think a lot of the problems we have today in our society is because of low self-esteem, because people fighting because they feel they need to prove something to other people. And, if you have a high self-esteem, then you will know your self-worth, and people's issues and their opinions wouldn't really matter to you. So we should work on the self-esteem of our youth, and we might have a little better future.
So how can one build up their self-esteem if it's low?
Well, honestly, I came from a home where my parents always made me feel special. I always knew I was important, and they they gave me tools like education to make my life better, to make me feel good about myself. So find your thing that makes you feel good, that you get out and do that and become a perfect individual.
This song is dedicated to all of my real sisters. It's time for us to pick up our self-esteem, pick up our self-confidence, and get up out of there. Choose life, baby girl, be strong. And don't cast your pearls to swines. No, don't cast your pearls to swines. Give him more than your body, make him see your mind, and I guarantee that brother would respect you. He'd be more than just a lover, but a friend too. When you choose, put it for more than the fly shoes. Baby face, the thug life, or a nice cruise. He should be someone that's gonna stick around you when times get hard. If situations hit the roof, he's got your back regardless. And the promises are coming to a fool. Some pretend to be men, but inside they are weaklings. If I could turn back the hands of time, I'd preserve the precious pearls that I gave you swines and escape all the heartache. The baby out of wedlock and a heartbreak. Cause I was left alone, swollen womb straight away from home. And like a child without his mom, I had to make it on my own. I thought sex was love, and instead of seeking Christ in my life, I was looking for love. Your pearls to swines, and girl, in time you will see he'll treat you like a queen. Don't cast your pearls to swines, and baby girl, in time you will see he'll give you what you need. Oh yeah, young Olivia looking for somebody to give to her. I love her, she can feel, but she misses the master. Thirsts for love that she know not of. She must not have known God, cause God is love. Spent the most of her young years living with men, cooked and clean, cause he promised he would give her his name. A cold thing had a game go, and he replaced it with another like before. Now she's out the door. Come on, stop, wait a minute, take a look at yourself. Take this time to love you instead of loving somebody else. Don't gain the world for the price of your soul. Just come to him and he can make you whole. And let him know there is more to this girl than my hips and thighs. I refuse to be used, no more tricks and lies. It's all you. I'd rather be a child of the king, and ain't no thing unless I'm wearing a ring. Don't cast your pearls to swines, and girl, in time you will see he'll treat you like a queen. Don't cast your pearls to swines, and baby girl, in time you will see he'll give you what you need. Oh yeah, beautiful Britney, name on the blocks was Queen B. Battered and abused, this is love, it must be. I feel when he holds me and he look in my eyes, apologize. Says he make it right tonight, so she stayed with him. He'll change because she prayed with him, even though he did it again, it's to the grave with him. Made up stories how she got the bruises, still defending him. What kind of love would do this? Put you through this. Black eye broke Chris, put his lips on the wounds. He betrayed you with a kiss. But Britney, come see a man who suffered all things, most by those who love him, so he knows how it feels. And Britney, I promise he would take away your pain, but this time, don't cast your pearls to your mom. To swines, and girl, in time you will see he'll treat you like a queen. Make sure he treat you like don't cast your pearls to swines, and baby girl, in time you will see he'll give you what you need. Don't cast your pearls to swines, and girl, in time you will see he'll treat you like a queen. Don't cast your pearls to swines, and baby girl, in time you will see he'll give you what you need. Oh yeah, oh yeah, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-doo-doo, yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-doo-doo, yeah, la-la-la-la-la-la-la, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-doo-doo, yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-doo-doo, yeah.
Now we're going to bounce and hear the word from the throne room. And I tell you, today we have our loyal listen. Today we got LaShann Delaveau, a young lady who just wrote a song. And the song is, Don't Cast Your Pearls to Swine. Man, let me tell you something. This testimony, hey, you got to hear it for yourself. What you say, loyal? Yeah!
Hello, everyone. My name is LaShann Delaveau. I wrote the song, Do Not Cast Your Pearls to Swines. I wrote the song especially for young women because even in my own experience, you know, sometimes we say never, I will never do this, or I'll never be caught up in a situation like this, because sometimes we feel like we have our whole lives just planned right out. And I was one of those persons. You know, I met my boyfriend at age 20, and we were together for about 3 years. And we went to the movies, we went out to dinner, there was gifts for every occasion, roses. I mean, it was the perfect relationship. Trust me, this relationship was something that every woman would die for. And I figured that at age 23, when I got pregnant at age 23, and I believed that even in getting pregnant, he would not leave. You know, that he would be there. He would be the man he has always been throughout our relationship. But it happened that he left. I don't know, maybe it was because he was afraid. Maybe it was because his father wasn't there for him, and that probably scared him. But I couldn't see that. I wasn't seeing that. All I saw was the fact that, hey, this is me. This is Shan. You know, come on. We were together for 3 years. What happened to the relationship? What happened to the love that I would never leave you? I love you. I would be with you. You know, and I learned that situations really test your character. And at that time, you know, I was abandoned by someone I loved and someone who I thought loved me. But, you know, things turned out to be different. Things took a different course than I had expected. And he said that he was not ready for a child. And I definitely was not ready for a child because I was in college. I was finishing up my nursing career. This was a very critical time for me. And at the same time, you know, I was working as a bus girl. And then I found myself being blessed with a life, you know, and everything else and everyone else was saying, Shan, you should get rid of it because you're not ready. I was 23. This was my first child, you know, and I went and I spoke to my father and I said, Daddy, you know, I'm pregnant. And I don't think I'm going to go through with this pregnancy. And he said, Shan, you did what you did, and you're going to be responsible, and you're going to bring this child here. And I had to stand in defense for my own child, regardless of whatever decision others made, regardless of who chickened out. I was going to be bold and courageous enough to stand by this baby's side and bring her into this world. I had to leave home because there was so much pressure all around me. I stretched my hand out to the church for help, and they told me that they couldn't help because it would make them look bad. And this was the church, you know, and that hurt me so much. But it was a sinner man who opened his door and allowed me to come in and spend a while there. He gave me a room. And I stayed there. I stayed behind closed doors, and I cried myself to sleep. Sometimes I cried until I was weak. And it was this particular song that carried me through, and it said, keep on trusting God. You may have to cry all night, but keep on trusting God. You know, and I had to learn true forgiveness because my liberty, me being free, was connected to forgiving him for what he did. You know, and that was one particular time when I really felt what Jesus felt. It may not have been to that extent, but I really felt how he felt when his friends abandoned him in the Garden of Gethsemane. The time when he really needed them most, they left, you know, and it really paralyzed. I'm telling you, it depleted my self-esteem. I'm talking about completely. I couldn't go out. I didn't want to be seen in public. I had to wear shades to hide what I was feeling. There were people who were calling me and saying, Shan, let's go out. I'm coming to take you out. And I would say to them, okay, I'm coming. And then a couple of minutes I had to call and cancel because I was going through so much. I remember laying down in the bed, and I know it was a night, and I prayed to God, and I said, God, you know what? This feels like cancer to my soul. I have never, ever been to a place of lowness in my life. But I had to forgive him regardless of what was going on. And that time, to me, I felt like he didn't deserve to be forgiven. I break up his car, I called and I threatened him, and I wanted to fight him, and I wanted to do so much crazy stuff. But you know, he taught me to put aside physical weapon and learn to fight spiritually. And that's when I pick up the weapon of prayer and the weapon of faith, because I was backed up against a wall where I had no choice other than to use faith. There was no option. The only thing you have to do was to trust God. That's the only option I had. And that's what I did, and he brought me through. And in the midst of that, I wrote this song, Do Not Cast Your Pearls to Swines. Young ladies, sometimes we don't have mentors, sometimes we don't have a positive role model, or even sometimes our parents may not come to us and say, look, live your life this way or do it this way. You know, sometimes we go out there on our own. We learn from our friends, or sometimes the wrong people bring the wrong information to us before the right people. But through it all, I just want to encourage you young women to build your self-esteem. Own enough of yourself. And you can say that regardless of what situation life may throw at me, I have the power to decide how I'm going to respond to that situation. And I encourage you young women today, know within yourself, you must first know this, that you are valuable, you are important, you own enough of yourself, you have self-dignity, and you dry those tears and get up and be strong, and you go on. And do not allow people to treat you and to talk down to you, because you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And if someone is not going to come into your life to bring out the best in you, then that person does not need to be in your life.
Well, man, I tell you some serious, serious stuff as we come to the conclusion of another powerful show of You Got Issues, baby. Mad props and shout outs to all of our sponsors. Man, you're off the chain. Check out our shows on www.ugatissues.com. If this program has blessed you, man, hit us up at 328-8768. We want to hear your call. Man, you got issues. Your cousins got issues. Your mama's got issues. Baby, your best friends got issues. But here's the place where we deal straight up with your issues. Reverend and Loyal, peace out!
You got issues, what? You got issues, what? You got issues, what? Everybody's got them. You got issues, what? You got issues, what? You got issues, what? Everybody's got them. You got issues, what? You got issues, what? You got issues, what? Everybody's got them. You got issues, what? You got issues, what? You got issues, what? Everybody's got them. We all got issues, but we got options. Point being the word issues, we all got them. Got your head down, always keep your head up. Cause what doesn't kill will make you stronger. We all know the feeling, yes indeed it hurts. Want the problem solved, take the issue to church. If life is a gamble, we shouldn't be